Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. So today's the first day of November, but I still got some Oktoberfest beers left over. So this is from ERDINGER Oktoberfest, brewed in Bavaria, Germany. 5.7 ABV. Doesn't say anything else about it, although it looks like it was canned on May the 4th. Hey, May the 4th be with you. So I pour this into my, I swear I didn't steal this from Applebee's glass, even though it has my name etched on it. And yeah, I mean, it looks like a festbier. It's a pretty dark gold, slightly hazy, big, frothy head on it. Still hanging around. Let's give it a smell. Yeah, I mean, pretty big Pilsner malt on there, but also a little weedy. And that's the thing about Erdinger, because like their logo is like, you know, a picture of wheat, and Weissbier means wheat brewer. So, like, all their beers are made with wheat. So, apparently, actually, I'm bringing it up here. Untapped says this seasonal beer offers a synergistic combination of two classic German styles, Oktoberfest and wheat beer, a surprising alliance that works very well together. By Oktoberfest, I assume they mean festbier, not Marzen or Madsen. Although, I just brought up the brewery's website. They don't really mention that, but, you know, all their beers are made with wheat, and, I don't know, they have a pretty cool website. So, I'm going to assume that this is a festbier, hefeweizen or weissbier hybrid or something. So I will say it does have like a little bit of the standard, banana, slightly clove, familiar hefeweizen aroma. I always found Erdinger's beers very mild overall. Doesn't matter the style. So I mean, it's not like way up in your face like the way a Paul Honor or Weihenstephaner or maybe even a Hacker Shore would be. So we'll see how it tastes. Cheers, or Prost as they would say. Well, smell and aroma was more like festbier, but the taste is almost all hefeweizen. Yeah, I know BJCP calls it weissbier, but to me, it's just always going to be hefeweizen. Standard weedy, kind of bready kind of flavor, but there's at the same time there's an underlying spiciness to it. These beers, it doesn't matter if it's it's funny because fest beers can actually be pretty hoppy, but wheat beers are fairly low. So I think I think the spices that I'm getting there are from just like a much more hopped hefeweizen, which might be like the hybrid components, like we're just going to make a hefeweizen and throw like way more hops in it. And they probably use like a lot more Pilsner malt maybe. Maybe it's like a little bit more Pilsner, a little less wheat, for the festbier, weissbier hybrid. It's a little bit of like that banana bread flavor. It's not toasty at all, I will say. You don't tend to really get, like a lot of toast out of festbiers. And certainly not out of hefeweizen. Like Dunkelweizen is just like straight up like whole wheat bread crust. But this is much more on the lighter side as far as like flavor and just like the delivery and everything. It does have the body of a wheat beer, I will say. Not surprising. This is 5.7. So that's actually that's a little strong for a hefeweizen, although it's right about average for a festbier. I will say this has really nice drinkability on it, though. It has that classic hefeweizen mouthfeel of probably a little bit more than medium, but also like a fluffy, soft texture. I don't know if I would go as far as say creamy, but it is like really soft and smooth and comfortable in the mouth. But it's also pretty highly carbonated. Very well. Maybe not champagne effervescence, but most wheat beers tend to be pretty highly carbonated. No alcohol presence at all. Finish is pretty dry. No alcohol. No sweet aftertaste. This is not a sweet beer at all. Yeah, I would say it's pretty tasty. It's a little simple, but then again, I find that's true of most beers from this brewery. I just find to be kind of on the milder side. So I mean, this is kind of an interesting festbier hefeweizen hybrid, if that's what they're going for. It could just be any other hefeweizen with just like with an Oktoberfest theme, as far as I can tell. Yeah, it doesn't really strike me as that much of a hybrid. I don't know. So as far as the score for the Erdinger Oktoberfest, it's okay. I'd probably go like 3.5 out of 5 on this one. Kind of like in that B minus kind of range. They're not exactly reinventing the wheel, you know, like it's not like a Dogfish Head where they're like super experimental. This is, you know, it's, to me, this is just a standard, you know, hefeweizen, like with like maybe a little bit more hops and like maybe slightly higher alcohol. That's about it. It's still really tasty and easy to drink, though. I will say that. So, if you watched all the way in, you know you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.